Hey, family. I come to bring awareness to how trauma can impact our health. This past weekend, we lost such a significant member of our community. Their efforts to expose injustice and advocate for change are commendable. And it's essential to acknowledge that the toll that trauma can take on an individual and a community as a whole. This loss underscores the importance of understanding how trauma affects not only our mental health, but our physical well being as well. Trauma can manifest in various ways, and its impact can be long lasting. It's a reminder that trauma is not limited to a single event, but can accumulate over time, affecting both our emotional and physical health. It is disheartening to see that in 2023 that Black people still don't have the opportunity to hold space to process and heal from trauma. All too often, we're expected to exhibit unyielding resilience, to endure hardship without breaking, as if we were mere objects, like, the Timex watch, take a licking and keep on ticking. Unfortunately, this relentless burden takes a heavy, heavy toll on our lives, causing us to depart from this world prematurely, caused by the side effects of trauma. Whether it is gun violence, the scarcity of nutritious food, the lack of high paying jobs, because we do understand that $10 and $15 an hour just doesn't cut it. Insufficient access to mental health services, or the shortage of culturally competent healthcare providers whom we can trust. In our pursuit of change, many of us are sacrificing ourselves, inadvertently becoming martyrs in the battle against an unjust system that is riddled with disparities and oppression. It is time we recognize the impact of trauma and how it impacts the entire family ecosystem. We can no longer afford to cling to the mindset that this is just how it is, or it is what it is, or better yet, to the comforting tune of we gonna be all right. Because the truth of the matter is, we won't. Because if we continue to forge ahead without healing, it's a problem. It's been a problem. It's time for a profound shift in perspective and action. Follow me down this road real quick. Trauma can be like a shadow we carry, affecting our lives in unexpected ways. It doesn't always wear a visible face, but it leaves its mark on our health and well-being. Untreated trauma can manifest as untreated depression. We know what that looks like. It feels like a heavy cloud that never seems to lift. Remember, I said untreated. It shows up as heart disease, heart dis-ease. The emotional toll on your heart is real. It can show up in cancer. Stress can affect our immune system. And we know that cancer feeds off of stress, along with many other things. It shows up in those sleepless nights, the shoulda, coulda, woulda planning, and how do I do? When am I going to have enough for this? All of those things. And that's called insomnia, the racing thoughts that keep us up all night. It shows up in that deadly, silent but deadly thing that's called high blood pressure. It shows up in that unexplained chronic sicknesses, which that is your body's way of crying out to say, help, something's wrong. But even when the doctor does blood work, CAT scan, and all of those things, and we still can't figure out what's wrong, and then they just charge it up, or they have the audacity to say it's all in your head. But there's hope. Healing from trauma is deeply personal and often a challenging journey, but it is possible. Healing begins with acknowledging your pain, seeking professional help, building a support system, and practicing self-care. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. Healing is not a linear process, and everyone's journey is unique. There is trauma recovery. Trauma recovery is about reclaiming your life and finding a sense of peace and wholeness. Let's do this together. It's hard work, but we can do it. Don't leave this earth prematurely if we don't address our trauma, we will leave this earth prematurely. Let's do the work. We can do this work together. It's hard, but it can be done. Hold space to process, to build community support, to seek professional help. Remember, let's be whole from the inside.